Hey guys, it's Sarah doing my week 2 lap band update. I realized I wasn't doing dates, so the date of surgery was 2/25/2013. The weight I was when I met my surgeon was 280. The weight I was the day of surgery was 270. My highest weight was 303, and my weight today was 256.2, which is a 1.8 pound loss from last week, and from my highest weight, it is a 46.8 pound loss overall. And today is March 11th, 2013. The weight loss obviously slowed down this week from last week. Last week I had that huge loss, 12 pounds. I'm also going to be getting my period very soon. I'm supposed to get it today, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit late, what with all of the, changes that I've been going through, my body's been going through, my diet, etc. So some of the stuff that I wanted to touch on was my diet, of course, what I've been eating, exercise, and then kind of normal life resuming. So the biggest thing is that I was a bad lap bander, and I moved myself onto Mushies about 5 or 6 days early. I was supposed to start them today, and I actually started them, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday. I was eating a lot of, well, not a lot of, like, primarily soup, and it was passing right through the band, and I was hungry, and I was also just feeling really bloated because of the salt content in the soup. And even when I was making stuff at home, I was trying to do like soups with like lots of beans and meat like blended together, and I would use like taco seasoning or something to kind of make it Mexican-y, and it was just bloating me like crazy. I put on like 1.5 pounds in water weight in like overnight, and as soon as I as soon as I put myself onto Mushies, that pound went away. About 1.5 pounds went away like overnight. So and I was talking to my girlfriend here locally who's banded, and she went on to Mushies on day 10, which is when I did. So I was like, no big deal. And I felt so much better. I had energy. I wasn't like bummed out about like, oh, I gotta eat cottage cheese, or oh, I gotta eat this nasty soup that looks like diarrhea. Like, it does have an effect on you. I also started exercising. I was also bad there because I just hated walking. I just don't like it. Like, it's been really cold outside. Actually, this week is gorgeous. But it's been just cold and snowy. We've had like 2 big snowstorms, and it's just bleh. It's not fun. So I did some research and saw that I could go on the elliptical. And so I did. I was like, I'm moving the same muscles that I am when I'm walking, and I don't have the impact of walking. Like, my knees are still really sensitive to the pavement. And then I was really bad, and but not really. And I went to a hot yoga class. But I modified, and my teacher modified like crazy. Hey! Get down. I'm not in the mood. I had a shit day at work. I'm totally not in the mood for this shit. I called her, and what we did is she just had me doing more isometric exercises. I did the whole routine, but I didn't do anything lying on my belly. I didn't do any sit-ups, no core work, and I've always been pretty flexible, and that was a challenge for me because one of the postures, you put your arms up like this, and then you bend over like this, and you just want to go fall all the way down, or like back stuff, you just want to go all the way back, and forward stuff, you want to bend forward, and I can't do that. I could stretch my port side, things could happen, so I had to just put my arms up and then stretch up, and then get control right here and stay active. way harder than it looks. And it was just a lot of stuff like that. And it actually ended up being one of the most like amazing classes I've ever had, because I wasn't like overextending, overexerting. I was telling my husband it was almost like I went in there with like a tank, and normally in class I will kind of, pardon my French, but kind of blow my wad like the first half of class, just really try to go as deep into the standing series as possible, and then I am just wiped out by the second half or second, like, second, like last third of class, and it wasn't like that. And I had energy all the way through. So definitely going to be going back and doing that. But I am thinking of scaling back on my yoga to twice a week. Just because first of all, it's expensive. It's very, very expensive. It's a membership is $99 a month. And I wasn't going enough before to really utilize that. When I first started going, I was going enough that, I think that when you divided the number of classes I was going to with, the cost of the membership, it was like $7 a class. And then I did the math recently, and it was like, I was saving like $5 a class or something. It wasn't that great. So the membership's on a hold right now, and I'm just kind of doing drop-ins. And I figure, Fridays are $7, and then I can always get a class pack or something. So I'm thinking of doing that. And also, I've got my gym membership, and it's just, it is half a mile away. It's so close. Totally could walk there during the summer. And I was looking at their schedule, and they offer like spin on the weekends. They offer spin on Friday night and Saturday morning. They offer yoga. They offer mixed yoga and I think vinyasa, which is like your traditional yoga. They have something called pachanga, which looked like Zumba. I don't know about all that. Like, this white girl ain't got no rhythm, okay? But I'll try it, whatever. And they just offer all kinds of stuff, and it's close. So I was thinking of doing that. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was had my first like outing with friends this weekend. I met my husband at a bar yesterday, like just down the street, like a bar and grill, for like a happy hour. And I was like, okay, I'll have like a vodka drink, like a clear vodka drink. And so I did that. Was really careful, drank it really, really slowly. We ordered an appetizer. I cut mine up into it was like chicken, and I cut it up into like tiny little pieces, ate them. Like my husband ate 3 chicken fingers by the time I ate one. Ate it really slowly, like timed myself a half hour afterwards, before I had my next drink, and very careful, drinking it. And, we have some friends that just got engaged, and, they were in the neighborhood, so they stopped by, and we were like, celebrate, yay. And so I maybe did a couple tequila shots. Probably shouldn't have, but they were fun. But we did that, and then we all came back to my house, and I cooked us all dinner. We had the chicken burgers, which you get them at Costco. They're pre-cooked, but they're just crazy moist. You throw them on the Foreman grill for 5 minutes, boom, done. I made mashed potatoes for everybody else, and then really soft steamed carrots. And then I had like half a chicken burger, probably 4 carrot coins, like they're just the frozen ones, and then seriously maybe a tablespoon of mashed potatoes. And it was kind of an interesting experience eating around them, because they enjoy their food. They're both not, you don't look at them and go, ugh, gross, but they're definitely, she's more voluptuous, he's a big guy. And I noticed that if I just put my fork down and carry the conversation, just talk, just keep talking about whatever, everybody else keeps eating and listening, and then I have time to digest. I have time to taste what I'm eating. And so that was kind of how I got through dinner, and it wasn't even that big of a deal. I realized I served myself well, stop! maybe 8 carat coins, maybe a quarter cup of mashed potatoes, and a chicken burger, which is like a quarter-pound chicken burger. And with my restriction level right now, which is next to nothing, I could have eaten that if I had just been eating. But I realized that, like, talking and everything like that, I ate half of it, and it was good. And also, yeah, the alcohol definitely affected me more. We had wine before dinner. I had 3 glasses of white wine, and so I had about 6 drinks stretched out over 6 or 7 hours, and I felt it. Like I really, really felt it. I mean, I didn't feel wasted. I didn't feel like like I was gonna fall down or anything like that. But before, if I was just having 1 drink an hour, I was fine. I was buzzing, but not like how I felt last night. So my husband and I talked, and he's been thinking about this for a while. He kind of wants to take a break with the drinking. Again, we're both weekend drinkers. Sometimes I'll have a glass of wine during the week if the mood strikes. But he is a man, and he likes his Fridays. He gets his 12 pack of Bud Light or Coors Light or whatever, and he usually gets like a little half pint of whiskey or like a couple shooters of whiskey, and that'll kind of get him through the weekend. Plus he likes to smoke it up. We do live in Colorado. Not me personally, that shit makes me paranoid. But he was like, he was like, I'm kind of over this. Like, I'm kind of bored with it. Like, I feel like we need to grow up. And I was like, okay, well, it's just empty calories to me. And, I drink with other people. But like, if I'm just hanging out by myself, I don't like want a glass of wine or anything like that. So, that's something that we're going to do. Just, I guess we could call it Lent. Is it Lent right now? I don't remember. But we're just, going to see how that goes. And I feel pretty good about that. Alcoholism, addiction in general runs in both of our families. And so it's definitely something that we want to make sure that we're getting a handle on. He's being so supportive of me eating what I'm cooking, not, asking me to get McDonald's on Saturday morning, he's being super supportive. So of course I'm going to do the same show of solidarity. So that's that. Had some personal issues this week, with friends. My accountability girls, they know, but, I'm quickly finding out that when you go through something like this, you find out who your friends are. And I'm finding out that friends that I've had for, well, one in particular, had for years and years and years, since early 20s, late teens, early 20s, I don't think it's going to last. And it's a lot of me becoming more assertive and me saying I need to put me first, and calling people out on their bullshit a little bit more, because I was a people pleaser. I am a people pleaser. I think a lot of us are, and I think a lot of us, not all, but a lot of us, I think we get to this place because we choose to care for others first, put other people first, and then either comfort ourselves with food or eat food on the go and don't think about what we're doing. I mean, millions of reasons why, but it's definitely a theme that I've seen recurring over and over. And so that was kind of hard this week, realizing that I may have to let go of somebody important to me. Still don't really know how the whole thing is going to end, but I don't know. Thank God for healthy friends. Thank God for Nicole's new life, and thank God for a better world for me. And those are really the only people I shared it with. I'm obviously not going to go into all the details here, but it's just something to think about. I mean, definitely, for those of you pre-op or freshly post-op, look around, but make sure that, as you treat yourself the right way and you put yourself first, that you've got people around you that are doing the same and that are doing it in a good way, not being, kind of I've said too much. Whatever. I think you guys know what I mean. So that's it, you guys. I did have just a crap ending to my work day. I made a big mistake. And I don't think my boss is too happy with me. So I am going to go watch some shows. I have DVR'd. I'm way too tired to go work out today. Got like 5 hours of sleep last night. Cook up some dinner and I don't know, probably troll on YouTube a little bit because it feels like there's been a lot of updates that I've missed. So that's all, guys. I will talk to you next week.